This is Ralph Irvin on Spalding Field, and today we had a chance to look in on the practice of UCLA Defensive Coordinator Joe Tresey.
Got to get going today, man. Get the motors running. Get the motors running. God, this music is loud, so, you got to scream. I lose my voice and stretch.
And Coach, first talk about how you think camp's gone so far for your defense.
Well, I think the kids have done a really good job of retention from the spring. I think they carried a lot of the habits that we developed, a lot of the positive habits that we developed in the spring, and they carried on to player run practices, their own practices in the summer, and then they carried on here in the camp. So we're very pleased as a staff right now. They've been engaged learners. They've, we talk about having your motor running, play everything's urgent, and they've done a really good job with that. Got to play fast, got to play with urgency, got to play with a high motor, right? All right, let's go. Good stance, good start. Because you're not playing fast. You got to go, brother. It's all about playing fast. Every snap. Every snap. All right? You're doing a great job, getting a lot better. Back out. Find the ball. Get it. Get it. Come on, teacher. Go get it, babe. High point the ball. High point the ball. Boom. Flip it. Find it, Stan. Find it. Okay, good. All right, there.
One thing that I've noticed, especially in your work with the defensive backs, is the fact that they're so ready in terms of the mental that you can then coach on the little things, the little coachable items for each individual guy during drills.
Well, you hope that's what you do as a coach and a teacher. So they have to understand, especially the safety position is very important. They're involved not only in pass but run, probably as much in run as they are pass. So they have to understand gaps. They have to understand run fits. And it's very important that they're engaged, and it's very important that they know what everybody in front of them, the D-line and the linebackers, are doing. So there's no time wasted in our meeting room. I mean, we get right to it, and we teach. Hips, hands, running him. He goes that way. I'm going to snatch, and now I'm going to come off and tackle. Snatch opposite of where you're going. Sit, hit. There you go. Nice. Nice, Dalton. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Turn, upfield shoulder. Good. That's not bad, Abs. Come get him, man. I point the ball, man.
Hey, you might not be quite that quick.
You got to play honest, first of all. I'm going to buzz my feet. I see bubble. Now my vision goes to him. Play it on.
And you talk about urgency, and one thing that's just we see across the board with this defense, but it also means in terms of your coaching that you're on one guy, you explain what's going on, and then you're right on to the next drill, the next player.
That's the only way I've ever known how to do it. So I don't know how to do it any other way. You got to go. You don't have a lot of time to coach. You got to throw them the items quickly, and you got to move on to the next play because the offense, of course, is trying to practice with a good tempo. So, we're in the middle camp now, so we got to continuously stress that we got to play with a high, we got to play with high urgency, get our motors running, 100 miles an hour, go, man, go. Right there, come on. Ah, shoot. What hurt him? What hurt him? Hand placement. Hand placement. Yeah, you got to be inside. Ready. Hit. Hit. There you go, Stan. Just rip off it. Much better than the other day, Stan. Ready. Hit. Hit. There you go. That's good. Sheldon, that's better. Your hand placement was sloppy. You know what I mean? That's it, Hess. There you go. Hess. That's the way you got to play cover 2 versus pass. Hurry up, just like that. That's the way you got to play cover 2 versus pass. Did you see that, Sheldon? That's cover 2 versus pass 2.
In terms of coaching guys up, when does it, that you're on them and you're yelling what they did wrong, and then you stop and you start then working on what they need to do to get it right?
Well, I think it's very important. I learned as a very young coach that, when you get on a kid, you need to get back to him. You need to make sure you correct what needed to be corrected because sometimes, you get zealous in your approach. And then, you got to hug him and let him know he's doing a great job. I think it's very important that you never leave a kid walking off the field, without getting back to him, hugging him, and letting him know, hey, God darn, you're doing a great job. Just you got to keep learning. more physical. You understand?
Yeah.
You don't get more physical doing that. Okay?
Yeah,
All right.
I got you.
All right, you with me?
Yeah, I got you.
You know the deal.
Yeah.
What have I been talking about on video? Reroutes.
Hat and hands,
Reroutes. Hat and hands. Yeah, reroutes.
Well, and the other thing that's really important is you got to be honest with them, and when they do something wrong, you got to say, look, that wasn't right. That wasn't good enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I guess I've been brutally honest my whole life. I grew up, you had to be brutally honest where I grew up or you were in trouble, so. Hey, I'm a heat-seeking missile to the outside shoulder, right? Read it, Fred, Dietrich. Read the bubble first. Do you hear the word heat-seeking missile? Do you ever visualize a heat-seeking missile? Like you ever see those movies with in the old days, the Soviet movies where they'd launch missiles at people, and you know what I mean? You probably never saw those. Because before you were born, the wall was broken down. Ronald, that whole deal broke down in the 80s. When were you born?
92.
No, you weren't. You missed it. 92? You missed
92?
It. You missed it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you know what a missile looks like? That's the way you should be playing.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for the time. Good luck with the rest of camp.
Well, thank you very much.
That's UCLA Defensive Coordinator Joe Tresey. Of course, for the best inside news on UCLA football throughout camp and the season, you get it all right here at UCLABruins.com.